I guess I should have checked that before I got started. Oh shoot, I'm sorry buddy. Oh, just a slight delay. Welcome to today's episode of If It Can Go Wrong, It Will Go Wrong in Pig Trapping. Hey, can you send me $20 for gas? If you got your trailer fishtailing all over the road, it might be. This here is the U-bolt shackle, and that second hole, that oblong hole, should not be there, nor should that one. And I've been having a problem with my trailer down the road, and I can only go about 55. And apparently this has been going on for a while because that is wore smooth out. So I had an extra set of U-bolts just in case something happens when I'm driving down the road. So I got those replaced. It totally destroyed the tire. So we've brand new tire. Jacob from Caught Hog is coming today to do repairs on 2 of the 15-foot drop traps. For the first time, I got to mess with one of those traps the other day. I'd gone on a cruise and I'd been to Colorado. I just haven't had the time or been in town to catch hogs in either one of those traps that I've got set out right now that Mike put them out. And he's been running them and fighting these traps. So I got a hold of Jacob yesterday after I had to load out of one of them. And there was quite a few things I wanted fixed. And he was down in Texas, so he's swinging by this morning, and we are going to tear them down and do some major modifications the way I want them to work, the way I want them to raise, and we're going to solid up the legs and the sleeves that the trap slides up and down. And it just so happens I caught in both of those traps last night. So we're going to get this tire fixed up, get hooked up to the trailer to go load some hogs. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be back in a bit. And before I head out, I want to show you guys how bad this thing was. That was about to go out. If that would have fallen off, broke in half or whatever. Now, I was missing a bolt on one of them. That is pretty bad. Yeah, you got to keep up with your trailer maintenance. You know, I put thousands and thousands of miles on these on this pig trailer, and there is always something broken. Spent yesterday evening re-welding the inside cut gate panels. They had been completely, all the welds busted loose, and pigs, I'd load hogs and shut that cut gate, and they would just push their way right back through and run right back in the trap. So got that fixed yesterday, got the new tire, got the new U-bolts, and we are ready to go down the road. We'll see y'all in a bit. All right, well, we're pulling up to this first bore. I've been stuck at the train tracks for about an hour with 4 cars from the end of the train, and you talk about just stupid. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. I've got Jacob and Taylor, and I'm guessing probably Josh with Feral Fab behind me. They're going to do some repairs on this trap, and I've got another trap on the other side of the property. It's got hogs in it, and we are going to get this one squared away and go over there and get hogs out of that one and do some repairs on that trap. So y'all just stay with me, and we'll get backed up and get this board loaded. I'll get you set up on a tripod and we'll do some repairs. Hold on now. Yeah, we got us a dandy to this morning in this trap. Nice old hemp boar. Jacob walked up to the trap, and he went to take a bite out of him. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Yeah? You want to go for a ride? Get you a free ride? All right, we're going to get you guys set up on the tripod so we can get him loaded. I'll probably go over on the other side where it's a little bit shady. All right, y'all stand by. All right, we got you guys set up, and you're just going to have to bear with the wind because it is howling out here. They said 10 to 20, but I guarantee it's going to be worse than that.
He's actually not that mean for...
No, he's pretty mellow. You want to pull the gate? There you go. All right, let's see if we can't get him loaded up. Picked me up a new flag. My rattle paddle's gotten beaten to death, so we're going to work with the flag today. Come here, buddy. Come on. What I'm gonna do is grab this panel, put it in that gap just so he doesn't stick his.
For as many pigs you guys have caught, you think this thing's not?
Yeah, this is 160 for the year. Yeah, yeah, we've well, it's really going to depend on the on
1,200 last year?
1980 1985. Come on. Come get the flag. Come on.
Unless these were a little longer. Make it a little fatter like the other one too.
You got some little teeth on you, buddy. Come on. Hip, 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 hip. Yeah, all right then. Here we go. Come on. All right, let's go. I hate how Mike put these panels on here, but that was his solution to
Catch that big one?
yeah, I caught it. I caught him like a couple nights after he got out 2 nights in a row. Come on, come on.
He acts like he don't even know that. Oh, except for that time.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Hip, hip. Hip. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There you go. Here we go. Right here. Come on. There you go. Not bad. Just had to irritate him more than he wanted. All right, let me get pulled up out of the way. Did y'all see that turkey? What I'm gonna do is I've got a water tank with a sprayer. Yeah, we don't have any wind. John is leaving the ranch at midday today to come pick up about 50 head I've got in my trailer. So I'll have to leave at some point and go deal with that while you're dealing with this stuff. And then just come back. Let me get him moved up front with this other one. This ought to be fun. That was easy. All right, let me pull up and get out of the way. I think what I'll do is I'll just loop around and come and park back here by the flagpole. And that way, just in case some of this dead grass wants to light up, at least we got water handy. I'll pull around and I'll just back up in there. All right, folks, well, you guys just hang tight. We're going to get situated and do some repairs right quick. All right, well, we are still in the middle of making some repairs and adjustments and this, that, and the other. In the meantime, while they take a little bit of a break and whatnot, we're going to run to the other side of the property and load these hogs that are over there. And then my buyer should be calling here shortly. I got to drive about an hour to my farm to meet him because that's where I've been storing the hogs for the last several days. You guys hang on, we'll be at that next trap. We'll get them loaded, come back, check on Jacob, and then we will see what we got going on from there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I am not the fastest old man out here. All right, well, we made it over here to this other trap. Jacob's at the other trap on the other side of the property doing his repairs. And it is windy over here. We were down in the bottom over there and it's nice and, well, kind of shaded, kind of not. Just depends where you're at. But out here it is howling, and I told Jacob we probably aren't going to be able to do repairs over here, modifications with the wind the way it is today. I mean, there's quite a bit of green grass, but the last thing we want is for a fire to break out, get a hold of those thickets, and we will have us a nightmare. So anyway, let's have a look at these guys. I mean, there's some sows, a couple boars in there, but those little piglets, there's no market for them right now. So we've got to take care of those guys, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll get these 6 loaded up. Run back over there and check out Jacob and make sure he's got everything he needs, and then hit the road to go meet my buyer. So we'll get you guys set up, we'll get these things loaded and get on the road back over to the other side and go from there. Well, I had to pause there for a minute because my buyer called and he was headed to my farm to load my pigs out of the trailer out there, which saves me a ton of time because it is a long ways from here. And his lot is not far from where I'm at. So it's going to work out real good. He said, no, I'll get it. I'll just run out there and I'll load them, and then I'll head to my place. And then I can, if you beat me over there, then you beat me over there. If not, then just put them in the lot and hold on to them. But on another note, you know, this video started with me working on my trailer on those U-bolts. For the first time in I don't know how long, I was able to drive over 60 miles an hour without this trailer just sliding all over the road back and forth. And on a downhill side, I was doing 70, and it was just smooth as could be. I don't remember the last time this trailer rolled that good. I mean, it is not a nice trailer. You guys see it in all the videos. I mean, it is not a nice trailer at all, but it does its job. I only gave $500 for it, so you know, you get what you pay for $500. This thing is worth $10,000 the amount of hogs I've hauled in it. So all right, well, I'm going to get backed up and we'll get these things loaded. Hopefully that'll work. I don't know, we'll get out and see, but I think it will. And I mentioned earlier that there is zero market for these little small hogs right now. If you can find a buyer, their minimum weight is typically going to be around 80 pounds. If you can find a buyer. There's issues down in Texas with the kill plants, with the USDA kill plant. Everybody's backed up. The buyers aren't buying anymore, and it's just turned into an ordeal. So these smaller hogs, we just have to dispatch and go on about it. Shoot, one shot and I'm empty. I guess I should have checked that before I got started. I'll put you guys on pause and we'll pick it back up in a minute. Oh, just a slight delay. Operator error, not being prepared. Where are you, Dot? In this sun, it's really hard to see this dot, this laser. There it is. Well, I saw it first. There it is. In several of my last videos, I had Paul Cole from Louisiana came up and visited me for 2 days and rode around, and we caught 84 hogs in the 2 days while he was here. I tell you what, we were wore smooth out after dealing with 84 hogs. We kept, I don't know, about 35 of them. The rest of them were too small to keep. And so, boy, we both had our workouts. Got 2 little guys left over there. Oh, it's just so hard to see this laser in the sun. I have no idea where it's at. Trying to find it on one of those dark hogs so I can see about where it's at. There it is. All right, kind of got the height right on it. All right, let's get these guys loaded right quick. I say right quick every time, and probably that's not smart because there's no right quick when we're doing this. Sometimes these things just don't want to cooperate. All right. Get a flag, probably the old rattle paddle. I was at Atwood's, which is our farm, home and farm store this morning, getting some corn for these traps, and they had sold rattle paddles there, but they were soft. I don't think they would have lasted a day compared to these. Of course, these that I've got, oh shoot, I'm sorry, buddy. You want it in. These that I've got, I mean, they tear them up pretty quick anyway. But those that they had for sale for $25 or whatever, man, they were super soft. Come on, let's load up. Come on. There you go. Come on, somebody get up there. All right. Oh, shoot. That's all right. 2 went in, 2 came out, but that's okay. They know they're safe in there. Yeah, they think they're safe anyway. Come on, hip, hip. If I can get them all in there at one time, then I'll just do that. One more. Come on, sweetheart, turn around. Go on. Get up in that trailer. Come on, let's go. Go on. Close, close, close. Come on, get up there. Hip, hip, come on. Come on, brown pig, go. Get up there, come on, hip, 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 hip. I do not want to walk all the way around. There you go. Follow her. Come on. Nah, come on. Go, go, come on. I'll leave you alone. Go on. Come on, go. Yep. I've got so many in this back half of the trailer now, I don't think I'll be able to sort them out. So if she'd just go in there, then I could shut the door and I'll be fine to go down the road. There's always that one. Did y'all see that speed? I took, I think, 3 steps. I don't even think you could call that running. I took 3 steps and covered 15 yards from over there and got that gate shut. 15 yards is like 5 steps or 3 steps, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I am not the fastest old man out here. I was moving that time because that sure makes it easy having them all go in and not have to separate them out. So what I got to do, since Jacob's not going to work on this trap, he only has enough materials to repair the other trap, I'm going to have to reset this thing by my dang self. And so far, I love the diameter of the trap. It makes, you know, my other traps are 12 foot and these are 15. And so you think 3 feet. 3 feet is not a lot of distance. Makes a huge difference. Even the 3 extra feet. So the diameter, I absolutely love. Everything else, I am not fond of. And I know we're kind of in the designing stages and so forth and so on, but there's just some things that need to be changed to be able to enjoy the trap the way I want to enjoy it. All right, well, we are reset, rebaited. Got to get this this door latched. There we go. Put the safety lock on it. Caught hog. Caught 12 more. I'm not keeping count of how many we have caught in these 2 15-foot traps. And you know, I was out of town for a pretty good spell this part of March, so I haven't really been paying much attention, but I will. And now that I'm trapping, and I'll start keeping a better count of how many we're catching in these caught hog traps. My 2 main traps are that'sahogtrap.com. Those are 12-foot diameter drop traps, and I just wear them out in those things. And they have mastered that design, and I feel pretty sure I catch more than any of their other customers. You know, I'm more of a, I'm not a business, but I'm more of a commercial type trapper. Move around from property to property, just trying to catch as many as I can catch. I put them to the test. These have some work to do to get them caught up to speed. But Jacob's over there working on the other trap. Won't be able to work on this one today because of the wind, and we'll have to just come back and work on this one next time if I have not fixed it the way I want it to work by then, which is a good possibility. All right, well, let's jump in the truck and head over and see how they're doing over there doing maintenance and repairs and whatnot on that other trap. Well, we're gonna wrap this video up. I got my hogs delivered and picked up a check for them. And just this right quick, you see that truck way over yonder parked off to the side? Well, that is my son's truck, who called me a while ago and said, hey, can you send me $20 for gas? I said, yeah, but you better go home and mow the yard. And he said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And so what does he do? He is in the drive-thru at McDonald's and ran out of gas. I told him, I said, dude, you said you wanted $20 for gas. He said, I did, but I was on my way to the gas station. I said, you're in the drive-thru at McDonald's. You couldn't go get gas before McDonald's? He said, look, just go get a gas can and get me some gas. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching today's video. I know I was kind of all over the map doing this, that, and the other, but that's what I do every day. Loading traps, or loading hogs, loading traps, moving traps, fixing flat tires, fixing trailers, fixing what's broke, break stuff so I can fix it in a video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.